All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Abstract number 1. I got to sign all these, so I guess we can't do that right now. And we can't do that, and we can't do that. Bridge New York. We're going to have a meeting tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock with Rich and Doug to follow up on a few items from Doug Mills, specifically related to the Hobart property, and then some other steep grade questions in relation to what part of that property is ours, and then adjacencies. So I haven't seen the information yet. Tomorrow, when I get it, I'll take a look at it, answer any questions they have, and hopefully put that to bed with that. We also got a request to process the payment on that for that property from Jim. Lisa, did you see that? It's in there. Okay, so that'll be taken care of, and then once that goes through and gets processed, we'll obviously have control of that relatively as soon as I sign that and get that check out. So we'll go from there. Bridge New York, that's all there is on that. Town campus modifications, same, no progress, minimal progress. Departmental reports, Jody, let's jump to you since you're here.
As you'll see, there's a bill in there for our mower sweeper.
Okay.
Quick delivery of that yesterday. Everything looks good.
All right.
Signed up on that one. All you gotta do is contact the insurance company to get insurance on it, correct?
Yeah, we just have to,
ID number and all that.
yeah, VIN number, ID number, whatever on the piece of equipment, and then the value of it. You can either email it to me or contact Eastern Shores directly. I usually just email them the information and then give them a call, and then they'll add it, same day.
We're gonna get that taken care of tomorrow.
Okay.
They started on the roof of next door. All the stuff that is down. We're gonna start doing steel here tomorrow.
Excellent. Well, weather a little chilly, but no precipitation, so that's working out.
Yeah, I was a little worried about them up there the other day with that freezing rain.
Yeah. Nice.
Wednesday, dump hours are open now. We opened up yesterday. Not a whole lot.
What hours did we decide on specifically?
I started them with noon to 4. I don't want anything up there at dark.
Yeah. Yep.
So I figured we'll get them 4 hours in that area. And then, like I told Justin, we can adjust that one way or the other. If it's dark, I look at 4 o'clock and there's plenty of light. So I think we're okay right now with that. And then we can extend that in the summer. And maybe another 8-hour day. We'll have to discuss that point in the process. I guess what we were doing before.
It was 4 to 8. It was still a 4 hour, but it was shifted back more after work kind of time. Yep.
Right.
See the one that's doing woodwork? Is this a plower? You plow? No? Is this an
Justin.
employee that you're talking about?
No, the hours of the transfer station.
Oh, okay.
Are
Got
we
it.
posting those at the transfer station?
He puts that up there last night.
Nice.
Yeah.
And now we'll put that
And on the website.
Got it going.
Okay.
Probably got to think about putting bids out for doing the lighting up there.
Yeah. We should try and get that, get a package together and get that out sooner. Yeah, like you said, sooner rather than later. If we can do it next month, that'd be great.
Yeah, because I'd like to pay that thing in the summertime.
Right.
I had been looking at some sheds for up there. Definitely overpriced as far as the quote on it. But it's less and bigger shed that we got.
Okay.
So that'll work out. What do we need to have in that quote? Just general lighting? I mean, I've got a quote here from Syracuse Electricity.
Yep.
I was thinking of probably just basing right off of that and what they've got there.
Yeah. They're doing the poll too.
Yeah, there's pole lighting, and I believe all the electrical is all done on that.
Yep.
On that quote.
And the type of lighting was what type of lighting? The actual fixtures? And we're set for power up there for the most part?
We had 30-foot poles, kind of between 300 watt LED.
That'll do it.
That ought to make the sunshine up there, and maybe we won't have to plow as long as it melts.
There you go.
So I figured I'd kind of base it right out of that.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I'll have to work with you, Chris, as to where we gotta put it. And I'll just.
Do we, Lisa, do we have a, do we have a current plan or little site plan of the area that we have up there?
Current?
Just for our records, do we have anything?
Yes,
Okay.
there's sketch in the.
Okay. All right, if I forget, let's pull that out, I'll copy it, and then we'll turn that into part of the package where we can place,
Well, so
they can see it,
layout.
and then, go from there.
Starting the process through ODS, putting requests out for replacement of that dually this year. Just want to make sure we're all on the okay page, and if you're okay, then folks will go ahead and start that process of replacing that.
The pickup truck,
Yes.
which one? 4,500?
The 17, I think that was actually I put it in the budget for this year to replace out that defender and the plow that's on.
So that's the one where we up the estimate on that closer to like $100,000 or something?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I personally don't foresee it coming in that high, but.
Right.
Well, you never know anymore with replacements going out there.
Okay.
What's left as far as the grant?
Well, getting the state to move things through DASNY. We have the money that we need on our end. We have the drawings pulled together, and those can get sent out when we want to go forward with that. The issue is right now is that DASNY looks at the project as, because they're granting for a specific entity, a salt shed, that any work related to that can't be started until the grant is officially signed off on. So I'll keep working on them, keep calling them to see, if we can break that loose. And if they want anything else, we've resubmitted essentially the same thing we submitted initially, but when they changed the grant total from 50,000 to 100,000, they basically asked to see everything again, which we sent through. So now it's just the process of getting it to pop out through DASNY, which we knew it was going to be an 18-month process, give or take. Now, it's unknown. I have a couple other projects for other municipalities I was working with, same grant, SAM grant, through DASNY, and they're like, yeah, maybe figure 2 years. So, but still, we should, we're right there, so.
Right. Is there any way we can
So,
any work prior?
So I would say what we could do is any kind of prep work, like if we want to go ahead and if we get the layout and if we want to go in and bring in some runner crush and do some compacting to prep the pad, that's something that we could do because we own that area. We can do with it what we want. Beyond that, what else were you thinking?
Like maybe a concrete foundation flooring,
Nope. I specifically asked and they said no.
so it's gotta be basically an envelope deal.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So that's when they grant the salt shed. It's whatever it's the walls. If there's a slab in it, some don't have slabs, and the covering. They look at that as the whole project. So. Yeah, I would say sub-base, whatever. I mean, there's obviously value to that. Getting it, to do that for sure, especially if we don't get any snow or it's,
Can't do it right now, so.
Yeah. So. Okay. Lisa, can we slide over to your stuff, which is buried in my pile here? Hold on. Got it?
Started in December, but not as started in November.
Okay. We have a motion to approve the clerk's report. All in favor? Okay. Yeah, just keep.
I just say both of them, or you just move your mouth.
Excuse me. Okay, so did Howard send a separate update for his?
He does have a little post there in the Dropbox. He had 2 permits to fill out, and he a total of, there you go,
That's the 2020 summer off. 64 permits. Wow. 9
9
new homes. Okay. Planning board, zoning board. Do you know what their schedule is? If they're busy, getting busy.
Zoning board did not meet at all in 2020, and they don't have anything on their
Okay.
ballot right now. Planning board, of course,
Yep.
about to do the solar array,
Yep.
and I don't remember what else.
And the PDD that we're working on. Yep.
And there was one other.
As far as the assessor, I chatted with Jeff on Wednesday. They're moving along, with the property pieces. They're trucking along. There's no real. I asked him, like, are you 50% through, 60%? He said, well, it's kind of hard to put a number on it because they go do all the initial updating, and then they do try and get out to. He will try and visit every single property. And so once they get through the first piece, then he can kind of give us a sense. But it's going fine, no issues. So that's moving along like we hoped it would. So that's positive.
The exemption renewal, is that
Yeah, now that came through. He asked the question. We looked at it, and then it came back through that it was going to be done automatically.
no conflict or required?
Correct.
Right, so it's just, putting it out there that seniors do not have to reapply for it, so they can't start, it waived that requirement this year, so if you already, the board, I have to give you a little happy papers in the mailbox, because they're not, they're welcome to call, but,
I don't know if people would really look to the website for something like that either.
I'll put it out there.
Yeah, probably couldn't hurt, but yeah, I'm sure that'll be more phone calls than maybe. Okay. Snowmobile Club. I'm going to jump down to new business, or old business, excuse me. We did receive a full insurance policy from the club, and has Jim reviewed that? Okay. So that's still holding up us. Do we have to sign anything for them this year? We didn't. It was just the proper policy. Okay. All right. So I guess we'll leave the ball in his court. If it is the full policy, better than just the abstract. I think that'll work out for us. All right. Plot layouts, Colebrook. It's still in my court to help you out. Cemetery headstone repair. I did get a email from John. Let's see what the update was on that. 2 seconds here. Well, he's on, but I got to admit him. Hi, John. Okay. Back over to the after the December board meeting, he did investigate whether there were state grants available to cover the cost of headstone repairs. Unfortunately, as best as he can tell, there are not. There is a grant program, not-for-profit cemetery corporations, but that program is not available to municipal cemeteries. Blah, 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 blah. which makes any money. The state makes grants for repairs. Since the municipal cemetery doesn't contribute to the fund, it can't get grants from the state fund. He looked for some other grants from different foundations. Haven't found any at this point. He's going to keep looking. That's that in a nutshell. So whatever repairs we're going to do, let's just assume that we're going to have to cover it, and we'll go from there. Let's see if I can kind of do this here. Actually, no, let's do this. And let's go back over here.
You can't see us?
He can see me.
Up to
So,
you, John.
okay, back over to the agenda real quick. Okay. So that covered cemetery, plot, Marcellus snowmobile, and then on a new business, New York State retirement billing. Just so everyone's aware, there's a account that I have to sign on typically once a year through New York State retirement to go in and basically say, yes, we're here, and then process some paperwork and whatnot. It has been locked out for a while, and I've been literally for probably 6 weeks now trying to get on and get with someone to do some technical support to either reset a password because they issued new information. And it's like a nightmare. Like, A, won't call me back, and B, they're just like, oh yeah, we'll give you an email, but not really for what you're looking for. So I've been chasing that down for a while. It's holding up Tom on some things he's doing. I know they're changing the system around. He's had some issues with other towns too, so that's what that is. Hopefully it gets resolved. Boom, boom. So, Lisa, unless I missed something, I think we're around to the organizational until I can finish signing the rest of these bills. All right? Okay. Item number 1, location, date, and time of town board meetings in the town of Spafford will be the Spafford Town Hall, second Thursday each month at 7 p.m. unless otherwise noticed and published. Does anyone have any issue with that? Thursday still good? I run through, I can run through like the first chunk of these
Just have it broken up into segments.
segments. So all these we're going to vote after each one because they are individual, and then we can do a whole bunch of the annual appointments at once. Okay. So I need a motion for the town board meetings to be the second Thursday a month at 7 p.m. I guess I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor? Okay. Auditing the 2020 financial record for the town clerk, town justice, and tax collector. Would you want to do the court again?
Yeah.
I'll do the clerk again.
You do the clerk again. Tax collector is a heavy lift.
Well, Charles did it last year.
Did he?
Yeah.
All right, we'll have.
He was prior tax collector, so he's.
Okay, we'll have Charles do that. So I'll make a motion to have Chris Fesco audit the town justice, Hannah Ty to audit the town clerk, and Charles Parsons to audit the tax collector for the 2020 financial records. I need a second,
So
please.
did you have a paper or something that,
I will send it around.
There's like a checklist.
thank you.
Did we have a supervisor's audit too, or no?
Yes,
Report?
that's
But-
a
Oh,
little bit
it's
later.
lower,
Yeah.
yeah. Not in the audit section.
So I made that motion. I need a second, please.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. The next item is to continue to follow the current policies for procurement, investment, sexual harassment policy, prevention policy, equal opportunity employment, internet usage, and all other policies listed in the Spafford Handbook. The motion will be to continue those. I'll make that motion.
second?
All in favor? Aye. Next item, all officers and employees are required to complete an annual safety training and sexual harassment and prevention training. I see John raising his hand. Do you have a question, John? Oh, sorry. Good deal. So we're going to go ahead and maintain our policy to do the annual safety training and sexual harassment. I'm assuming it's probably going to be online again, so we will go ahead and do that. I'll make that motion. All in favor? We need to designate an official town newspaper. In the past, we've used the Skinny Atlas Press, and we need to authorize an additional paper. We usually use the Shopper. So I'll make that motion to continue with the Skinny Atlas Press and the Shopper.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Next item is to allow the town supervisor 60 days from January 1 of this year to file the annual report with the Office of the State Comptroller and with the town clerk. This report will be prepared by Tom Chartrand. I'll go ahead and make that motion. All in favor? I'll just keep looking left and right. We'll go from there. You guys got it? You got the signaling down? Next item is designating NBT Bank as our official town repository and initial repository for all collected monies by the town clerk, town justice. Did we move the tax collector?
She said leave it alone last
Okay.
year, and I haven't heard anything about it.
Okay.
yet since.
And the tax collector. I made that motion, I guess.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
The next item is to authorize the town supervisor to invest idle funds with NICLAS. I need a motion.
Second.
All in favor? Next item is to authorize the salaries for elected officials as set forth in the 2021 Town of Spafford budget. I'll make that motion. All in favor? Next item is to confirm the pay scale for highway employees at $22.63 per hour for full-time employees with new higher wage progression and longevity increments as detailed in the 2020 through 2022 Teamsters Union Agreement. I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor? Did you get back to us on health insurance, Jody, before I forget? Okay. Next item is to confirm highway employees hired prior to January 1, 2020 to contribute 15% of their of the health insurance premium, and highway employees hired after January 1, 2020 to contribute 20% of health insurance premium per the 2020 through 2022 Teamsters Union Agreement. I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Next item is to allow the town supervisor to purchase postage as needed for town correspondence and payment of invoices. I'll make that motion. All in favor? Next item is town supervisor to pay town electrician and to pay town electric and telephone internet bills as received in advance of claim. I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor? Town supervisor to pay health insurance bills as received in advance of claim. I'll make that motion. All in favor? New York State Retirement System standard for part-time employees is a 6-hour workday. I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And finally, in this section, the designated polling places for District 1 and District 2 is the Town of Spafford Town Hall. I'll make that motion. All in favor? Aye. Okay, we got a bunch we can run through here. So annual appointments as we go. Deputy Town Supervisor with authority to sign checks and make deposit as needed within the town. Chris, you've been doing it the last couple of years. Does anyone else have any interest? No? Chris, would you mind staying on? Great. Verify the town attorney contract for 2021. I've signed it, so that's fine. Town accountant will be Thomas Chartrand Accounting Services. Court clerk, Amy Zilberman. Code enforcement officer, Howard Tanner. Codes clerk, Kimberly Reed. Zoning Board of Appeals chairperson, Jeffrey Barron. Zoning Boards of Appeals member, looks like we're waiting on
I
a,
still have not heard from him.
have not heard. Okay, so we still have one open
It's just a reappointment to a new 5-year term. He's
Okay.
been on the board for
a while.
terms now.
Yeah, okay.
And I suspect he'll stay, but
Okay. So we're waiting on a response from John Marshall. Zoning Board of Appeals Secretary, Kimberly Reed. Planning Board Chairperson, Dennis Spina. Planning Board Member, Kate Cormack. Planning Board Secretary, Kimberly Reed. Ethics Committee Chairperson, Counselor Parsons. Ethics Committee members, we have Charles Warler, and we are looking for another. Town Historian, Charles Warler. Town Hall Custodian, Kimberly Reed, and Dog Control Officer, William Burns. Has he sent his items back in for, we seen anything from him, contract-wise, or?
I called him yesterday and asked if he was still interested in continuing, and he said yes.
Okay.
The contract we have is with Country Acres, so.
That's right.
And then it's automatically renewed, and
Yep.
it's one of us has to change.
Okay. So all those appointments, we need to do a motion on this now, Lisa? I'll make a motion to accept all the appointments that were read into the record.
Second.
All in favor? Next section, stipend, reimbursement, procedures, and fees. Planning board members to receive $25 per person per meeting attended. Planning board chairperson to receive $50 per meeting attended. ZBA members to receive $25 per person per meeting attended. Zoning Board of Appeals chairperson to receive $50 per meeting attended. Board of Assessment Review members to receive $60 per person per day attended. The mileage rate for town employees will be the 2021 IRS standard mileage rate. It's 56 cents. It went down. Confirmed town employees, officials may be reimbursed for meals and expenses associated with attending meetings, trainings, and/or workshops. Confirmed town board authorization is required prior to attendance when seeking reimbursement of costs associated with classes, meetings, seminars, etc. outside Onondaga County. We're going to set a return check fee, still go with $25, Lisa? Of $25 per check. Confirmed annual permit fee of $50 for access to the Spafford Transfer Station. Access is for owners of non-vacant properties. Mowing of the Bell site, corner of Bacon Hill Road and State Route 41 will continue. Or wait, that is.
Set that aside for the moment.
We're gonna set that one aside. Continue with current building permit fee schedule and affiliated fee schedules for subdivision planning and plan development districts. So for all of those items, with the exception of mowing of the Bell site, I make a motion to continue with the procedures and fees as read into the record.
Second.
All in favor? Give me a little update on the Bell site.
Okay, Earl Shoemaker?
Yep.
Was the one mowing it?
Yep.
Passed away.
Well, that would.
And I haven't reached out to Barb to find out if she wants to continue.
She, from last year, I think, did it.
Yeah, she had a grandson,
Yeah,
so
that's what she had.
they were mowing everything, so
I mean,
I would assume it's.
we could check with her, and if for some reason she doesn't want to, we could just have Rich grab it every so often.
And we're meeting next week, so we can follow up with her during the
Okay.
week, and then,
We're meeting next week?
Yeah, we have 7. Double dip in here, beginning of January. Okay, so Lisa, are you gonna check in and then let me know? I'm sure Rich will do it one way or the other. Okay. How we doing, John? Okay. Other items.
annual undertaking.
Yes.
We'll see what we're supposed to do.
Undertaking, a resolution that elected and appointed officials will faithfully perform and discharge the duties of their offices and will promptly account for and pay over all monies or property received as a town officer in accordance with Section 25 of the Town Law and Section 11 of the Public Officers Law. I guess we have to I guess I made that motion.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Miscellaneous. The 2-year mowing contract for the cemetery management will expire March 31st, 2020. This contract has an option of 3 one-year extensions. So this would be our second or first extension? The first extension. So I'll make a motion for that first extension. Is there any discussion or questions or thoughts on that? Okay. I need a second then.
Second.
All in favor? Okay, boom, boom. Let me just scan the reminders here. Verizon, blah, 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 blah. 5-year term, additional 5-year term, copy. So just on the reminder, this is just with the corner of State Route 174, Rose Hill, and 41. We are in our agreement with Verizon. It was a 5-year lease agreement. This is, I guess, year 2. They have the ability to extend that for 4 additional 5-year terms automatically. A copy of the agreement is on file with the town, and we get reimbursed for their leasing of that land. So that's some assets that roll into the town. And the contract with Country Acres, here it is, which is the services associated with dog control, is automatically renewed every year. Did I miss anything? Okay. So now we just gotta sit here and watch me sign checks so we can finish the rest of this out. Okay. Shall we take a few minute recess while I sit here and sign some checks, and then Tom, I hope is coming so we can go through our stuff. I sent him the update too that we were meeting at 6. Okay.
You certainly got enough trucks pulling in here.
People paying taxes. Did we ask Allison by chance why we can't pay online?
I have not asked her.
Does she accept credit cards?
Well, it wouldn't be through her. It would be through the county, and I was under the impression, because as supervisors, it's one of the things that we have been talking about. They've been asking that, we encourage people to pay online and not come into the town halls. Obviously you can if you want to, but if that's available. And I guess I was under the interpretation, since we use the county software now, that we would be able to do that. I went to pay my taxes the other day, and I was like, can't do it. Okay, guess I'll write a check.
Lisa, you don't accept credit cards here.
We don't, yeah. Okay, so I think.
Make it so you have to pay the county.
Right, so whatever number of taxes were paid directly, we go directly to the county. We go directly to the county. I think, and maybe that's the rub. I don't know, but we go there and then whatever. Yeah. So. All right. So.
Back when interest rates were up there, I know that different tax collectors used to make a little bit.
Either of them.
Yeah.
Good money.
Here's this. I don't want to lose those 2 checks.
Back when Rick was on.
Okay. Almost there.
Well, Christopher is signing. One of the other bills that isn't in front of you yet is the workers' compensation payment. Does the board want to do that lump sum, or do they want to do it quarterly payment?
We usually do quarterly.
Both ways.
Done. Last year was quarterly, wasn't it?
I think last year you did lump sum. I think
Did we?
before it was quarterly.
I feel like I signed those. Yeah.
I felt like that too.
I know we've done quarterly in the past. I just tossed it out there.
I mean, I know sometimes there's an issue with just where we are with funds and stuff at the end of the year, so sometimes we choose to go quarterly. I guess I would defer to Tom. If we can pay it right now once, that's great. Let's do that. If that for some reason would be better to hold up.
It would be not great because of the payment to
Yeah.
the whole market.
Yep. So why don't we just go ahead and say we're going to do that quarterly?
Okay.
Hey, Tom. We're are just about to the bills here.
You may have already signed that contract.
All right, I think I'm done.
There is that check that Jim requested.
Okay. Here we go. Open all those too.
Lisa's got to sign the other check.
Did it backwards. Wrote 481 instead of 841.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I just crossed that.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, no, that was when Chris emailed me, so, yeah, go ahead and sign.
Okay.
Jim wasn't coming tonight, right?
Correct. So.
Alright, take a look. Allison opted out for this year.
Okay.
On that one. It's not mine.
Got it.
She could do it. She could opt in for next year if she wants. All the money comes to the town account first and not go to the county.
That's what I was wondering about. Okay.
And there is the 3% bump that the taxpayer would have to pay as a credit card fee. That
Right.
normally the purchaser does not see. The companies cover it, the municipalities, it kicks back right to whoever's using the credit card. So pay your taxes plus the 3% credit card fee. And that fee goes to the credit card company and the town receives strictly
The tax amount.
Yeah.
needed,
So we pay with a credit card now?
No, not
No,
this year.
not this year.
Allison opted not to do that.
I almost signed that twice. I don't know what my brain. I don't know what my brain was doing.
So we're paying 3% for the town.
No.
No.
The tax the payee pays the fee on top of whatever their taxes are. That goes directly to the credit card company. The town gets the whatever the tax amount is goes to our account. So for the convenience,
Yeah.
they pay.
Anything with your credit card, you pay, and then
Oh, go sit. All right, Tom. So I think we're around. We can go ahead and approve the abstract, and then hit the supervisor's report, and then bank with reconciliation, which we won't have that, right? Because
Next month, I have full
yep.
report to give you.
Okay. I think we have all the bills, so I'll make a motion to approve abstract number 1 for 2021. All in favor? And then.
So if I should approve the water, there's one water.
Make a motion to approve the water voucher for the joint district.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And then on the, do we have a supervisor statement? Oh, okay. Do I have an electronic copy of this?
Should have.
Yes, it's in your Dropbox.
Yeah, he has it up.
Okay, I didn't send it out.
Okay, we'll just go through, we'll go through the old-fashioned way.
My apologies.
So,
Well-
not an exciting month for town clerk fees, I think the lowest I've ever seen. $484. Interest rates have dropped a little bit. We were at, back up to about 0.9 or 0.64 or 0. Court fines, so those came in. We got our full aid payment.
Wow.
So, I mean, it's not really state money, they took it from county sales tax.
Yep.
What are you gonna say? And then, mortgage tax came in amazing, we're up 79,000 for budget. So,
Huh.
it's like a one-time bonus probably for everybody refinancing
Yeah.
very low. So,
Jim, what was your question? Or John, sorry. Yeah, can you just turn that microphone and turn it towards them? Actually, here, let me take one over there. I got it. I'll just deliver. We're only going to be able to hear him. Well, I can hear him through the computer.
So yeah, the mortgage tax is most likely due to all the refinancing going on with the low interest rate. So we probably won't see that number again.
Yeah.
Our first one was good. Our second one was amazing. We just got the CHIPS check is in the pile tonight. So when I reissue the December reports, it'll show up as an accounts received, deposit in transit in essence.
Okay.
So it gets credited against last year, which is a good thing.
Better?
Trust and agency, normal kind of stuff going on there. On the expenditure side, pretty quiet overall, not too much excitement. Our big picture, before the bills tonight, we were at general spending of about 77%. Our revenues were at 114%, so we have a nice positive number there. Our highway spending was at 51%, and our revenues were at 98%. So with the CHIPS money in there, the highway revenues will exceed 100% as well.
Okay.
So overall, we're looking quite good here. And like I said, we'll have the real numbers for you next month.
Okay. Any questions on that? Okay. Make a motion to approve the supervisor's report. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Is that it?
Was everything on my list.
Uh,
I have that until next month when I have the full report.
Are we good? All right. Do I have a motion to adjourn? All in favor?
Aye.